There's a robot coming back and docking as we're leaving. The other one just went into the other lift there. So there he goes. Busy already. Right, we're off. Today is a Wednesday. This guy here is going to lose his job. Look, they have got the robot here now, talking and saying hello to everybody. Guangzhou metro station. Ni hao. Look at this place. I think that's towing a trailer where you put your old dishes, maybe. Okay, I got myself a $6 burger. That's my code. It's up there. It tells you when it's going to be done. These Maccas, they have a wash area as well. You come and wash your hands before you eat, which is handy. A bit like in Malaysia. Oh, pick the sign. Kirsten's still waiting on hers. Must be close. It's only 4 orders up there. Oh, her order's sitting there. She must have got an affogato.
Dustin knows me too well.
Yeah, well, I'm going to find a chair. She likes her affogatos. Pretty cheap too. I think they're only like $4. That's my pill I got to take, aspirin for the plane flight. Got to take them a week before and a week after I go on the long flights. That's the burger. But 2 patties, bacon, tomato, lettuce. Pretty good for $6. How crazy these metros are here, eh? Wherever you come out, there'll be like shops. They're doing makeup and stuff here. Look at this thing. Big Wow Beauty store. This thing here. This is the west area of it. So it's just so expansive in this city. Like, it's probably like this in nearly every station. And there's like, I don't want to tell you how many stations there are. It'll blow your mind. Look at all the entries to the station from this place. They look like this space station. Just realised it goes down another level here. Check this out. I don't know what's down here. We'll have a look. Looks like pedestrian streets down underneath. Check this thing out here. Look. Up on the ceiling. How cool is that? It's massive too. That's why those people are up there doing all that makeup and that. This is a pop art place down here. Look at it. Look at this. How crazy is that? With all the pop art stores all the way around. Look. And all the way around here. And this just keeps going, look. That's crazy. And there was actually another escalator down, but I think that might have been car parking. Look at this place. This is crazy. Look at the ceilings. It's more station. So look at this. Wow. Look at this. Okay, so that was the second one under that mall level, which is up there. That's that thing on the roof. But check this out. There's actually a 3rd level down. A 2nd basement level of pop art. Look at this. This on another level. Yeah, a whole heap more stores down here. This is a bottom entrance to the subway. That's actually the train, where the train picks you up right there. So we're right down at the bottom level. This is what it's called, Comic City. This place we're in, down underneath this station. Oh, we're coming up and out of that station, but it is raining. See it on the roof, look. That is not a good sign for me because I don't have an umbrella. Yeah. It doesn't look like it is out here. How come there's rain on that roof? Look, you can see it literally raining on the roof. Nothing here. There must be a fountain or something up there. It's definitely not raining. What is that? Look. Why is there water dripping on that? That's so weird. I can't actually see how there is water dripping. Look. There's nothing dripping on that roof. But there's water dripping on a roof. Okay. So weird. Look, you can see the water. Oh, you know what it is? It's the vibration of trains. The water's literally vibrating. Wow. Spin out. Check out this place. We're just walking to the pedestrian road. So we're definitely getting some older structures. Starting to get into the older neighbourhoods now. You can see from the gates going into the older neighbourhoods. So we must be getting pretty close. Okay, we've just hit the corner. There's the things. We've come around the corner. It's probably only not even a 5-minute walk from the station. So it's not too bad. Got all your typical shops in the middle that you normally see. It definitely ain't like Hangzhou's pedestrian street with all the mad Prada buildings and all that. That was all like brand new. This is definitely older. You can tell those trees themselves are probably like 300 years old. Check that out up there. I just noticed it must be like a dog cafe or something. Has spa written there. But look at all the dogs. Huskies, corgis. Yes, we're in the M&M store. Second floor. I'm gonna get a cup for my espresso shots because it's cool. It's got Guangzhou in it too. So it's kind of two things. It'll be a souvenir and I can actually use it. I like to be able to use my souvenirs. We just realised this is actually a 3-story one. The other one we went to was a 2-story, but to be fair, I think it had a bigger area to it. So it's probably a similar sized store. Here is the fountain, the Chinese zodiac. Has all the different heads. Pretty cool, really. Everyone seems to want to get their photo in front of this. So it obviously holds a bit of culture and heritage, I guess. All right, this is what you do here for luck. Get the water out of your star sign and you put it on your forehead. I already done mine, the dog one over there. So I just made that up. It's not really a thing, but it could be a thing. So we just started it. Do that. And it's so hot, why do you want to put it on your head? No, you're the 6th person. No. You do get hassled by them people every 5 seconds here. Okay, not every 5 seconds. If you get in the shop, you might be able to make it last longer. But anyway, here's these exposed foundations. So these are the foundations of the old gate. See, that's the entrance floor of the Ming gate from the Ming dynasty. And then that's the other one of them. And I think the other one there, the stone threshold of the Song gate. And I think there was some other brief dynasty as well here for the gates. I can't go past the ropes. That's the entire floor of the other gates. So you can see the original floor. Anyway, we'll get to the next one. I think that shows you the 2 roads better. Oh, it's up here somewhere. Look at these trees, they're huge. Here's some of the history here of this road. But I have to pause it if you want to read it. It also has a little code you can get even more information, like on that sign there. But basically it's about 1,400 years old at least is the original road. You can see the 2 roads, pretty cool. Quite different as well. And then now here's the oldest one. So the oldest one is those rocks there. There you see now, way down. So that's the 960 to 12 AD ones there. And then there's those big ones. Then there's the ones on top of that. Map of what it looked like. Look at that. That's what Guangzhou looked like back in the day. And the one up the middle would be this road, I guess. We're sort of coming to the end of this now. So there's a road here and a little bit more down to there. And I think the number 6 line's down here. We're going to go to the other pedestrian street now, which I believe is even older than this one. Oh, we just got off the station at the place where this pedestrian street is. Look at this. Definitely an old area, look. Buildings, look at that. Not sure how much is original or what's original. Couple of big buildings here. We've got to head that way. That's a real big mall across from that railway station. We'll go back to that. Check that street out. Nice with all the trees. This is to stretch up to it. I was just thinking about one of these. This area is crazy. We're almost at the pedestrian street. So many shops here to buy stuff. But then there's real unique stuff. Check this place out. Look at the chandelier. Look at the roofs. Look at that. Crazy as. We'll keep looking. Look on these posts. Bird pictures. It's insane. Alright, keep walking up here. It's just up here. Finally found this walking street. Look at that. Those things just pop down. Oh, he's got a remote. He pops them down for the lady with the pram. Look how cool this building is. Look at that. Look at the detail in those pictures. That's insane. Yeah, it's definitely feels like a lot older street than the other one. It's not as modern. But obviously they haven't dug up the old road and all that. We got some fruit. $12 for a big container, which is, I mean, way cheaper than we pay in New Zealand. But slightly dearer in the supermarkets here. We've got these bronze statues all the way up here as well. Look, not every shop's open. There's a couple, but it's fairly full up here. You see there's a few empty. Lady's a bit hot there. Yeah, starting to get a bit busier now. It's getting late. Kirsten's found a shop with cheap clothes. You can see here a lot of these buildings are listed, right? They're old. Look at that. Crazy. Okay, this is the big opening at the end of it. But it looks like that building I wanted to go in is all being worked on. It was like the most amazing building. I don't even know if we can actually go in it now. There's the big giant gate. And that's looking back down where we walked. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a shame, Kirsten. Look, that's the big grand building. Oh, man, we might have missed out. But it's like the army's doing it all. Yeah, so in under that one, where all the yellow is and the Mac sign is, there's a big market under there as well. It looks like this, we can go in. So they're working all on the outside of it, but I think the inside, I was going to say, no way they would have got rid of everything in here. It was like gigantic. Let's go and have a look. You can see the grandness of that door. Look at it. And this is an old building. Would imagine like the scale and how flash this would have been back. This is probably like from the 70s. Check this out. How crazy is this? Wow. That's crazy. Would have been something in the day, that's for sure.
Wow.
So yeah, this is the jewelry end. Look, and they've still got the old lifts that work. Look at that. Look at that. Admittedly, the top floors are pretty empty now. There's not many shops. There's a couple. But, and you can see it runs through further there. How crazy is this place? Right, let's go see the other end, because not really after jewelry so much, but look, it's all jewelry, all chains. Every shop in this building here that you're looking at is jewelry stores. Okay, that's where we just walked through. Look, still just everything jewelry. Look at it. All right, we're going to come out the back bit now. Look at all the gold sitting over in that shop there. Wow. Even if that's gold plated, it's still a lot of gold, right? So this is the courtyard in the middle. You got to remember, so it goes wraps around here. Look at it. You got to remember all these tower blocks are all on top of this. There's 4 of them over there, and then there's more. You can see here, more of them here. They're all on top of this building. But look at that. Let's go check this bit out. This should have a bit of everything in at this end. You know what? I think this is all jewelry as well. So, it is. Come on, no way. The other end is all jewelry as well. Look. What the? Oh my god. So it's a jewelry mall with two parts to it. Look at this. Wow. Same thing, except the other end. Wow. Be nice to have seen the outside of this building without all the stuff on it, wouldn't it? But look at it. See there. Tonglen Jewelry Source Factory. So look at it all. Just all the way along. All the way along. All underneath. All the way up those floors. Jewelry. That's the building there we're in. Guangzhou Liwan Plaza. I just looked it up. It was actually started to get built in 93 and it was finished in 96. So they were definitely a little bit behind with style, but maybe it was built to be Art Deco from the beginning. But that was so Art Deco in there, and that's an amazing building. Absolutely an amazing building. Covered it in billboards now, of course, and hopefully they're restoring all that.
And we bought something.
And Kirsten bought a bracelet from in there. Pretty hard to pick a bracelet from like 25 million bracelets that would be in there. Okay, we sort of walked from that street, but we went the wrong way, I think, in the end. But we found out where we're going to go now. Well, actually, where we're staying, see those buildings there? That's actually where that mall is, where we normally walk to, and then our hotel is over this way. But we're actually going to go back to that other metro station because it has the Pizza Hut and a different mall, and we still want to do a bit of shopping. This area here out we're walking through, look at it. There's old and new next door. It's a very interesting area around here, I must say. Guangzhou is full of surprises. It's just a city with so much different stuff. You can be in flash modern malls, old malls that have got, like, you know, the Art Deco one today, and then you just come to these areas and it's ancient. So you look at all this here, how cool that is. But I think we've got to try and get out of here somehow. Look, we're stuck in it. There's a few modern ones here. There's just a real mishmash of buildings everywhere. Yeah, we're definitely in amongst it here. I actually walked into a dead end.
That one's not.
That one's not. Well, it won't be long before it is. Look at this. Scooters coming. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll get out. Over here, look. We came out over there. Look, we've got this here. I think we're going to go this way and then right. Yeah, through here. Through all the fruit. Look at it. Heaps of it here. Okay, we made it to the Aeon Mall. The first thing I do is look for this Pizza Hut. I'm starving. But we finally had a bad feed. This Pizza Hut is terrible. The drink was supposed to have mango and mint in it. And it's basically just got milk.
Show the thing.
It's like milk with some mint leaves in it. And no mango in there at all. Got a picture of it. No mango at all. Pizza was greasy. Hardly had any pineapple on it. Kirsten's mushroom soup was alright. Then she ordered ice cream, but the girl she hasn't got a clue what she's doing. She asked did Kirsten order it online, but it's on the docket. It's on the docket right there, ice cream. She scribbled 3 things off. 1, 2, 3. The 4th thing not scratched off, but she hasn't brought the ice cream. Anyway, it is what it is. And it was expensive. I paid $18.50 for that pizza and the drink that I can't drink because it's just like liquid skim milk with like a hint of mint in it. Alright, we're on the home stretch now. If we can survive not getting hit by a scooter. Alright, we're nearly there. You can hear the noise out here. Look, we don't hear any of that in our room. We're on the 6th floor. Got really good glazing. Alright, we just came back up into the room. I got some good news. Let me just flick the lights on here. Oh, is that not the light? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the good news is I talked to them and we got a late checkout 6 p.m. tomorrow. So it only cost $25.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't want to be like giving them our bags tomorrow to store, going out, then coming back sweaty as, getting them and having to go to the airport like that.